What's up, my friends? Welcome to day 8 of 30 Days to Change. Before we get into today's topic, which I am so sure that the world needs more of, I want to do a slight addendum from yesterday talking about the power of our thoughts. Again, this is just a very basic kind of introduction to these ideas, but the power of our thoughts is so incredible. And actually, after I made the video from yesterday, I thought of this incredible illustration that I had heard recently about every human being has within their minds 2 factories. Each factory has 1,000 workers, and each foreman or manager of that factory responds to your thoughts. So you wake up and the first thing that you think is like, oh man, what a crappy day. I don't want to go to work. Everything sucks. Man, what a bad day. The manager of the negative factory goes, sorry, what'd you say? Did you say it's a bad day today? And he's like, all right, crew, get to work. It's gonna be a bad day. And they go to work manufacturing things that reinforce your bad day. Then you're stuck in traffic and you're like, oh man, I hate traffic, this sucks. And they just keep humming with everything that you're thinking. Versus if you wake up and you're like, man, I'm so grateful to be alive. I'm so grateful to have a job to go to. With a grateful heart. You know, the other foreman goes, I'm sorry, what'd you say? Did you say you're grateful? It's gonna be a good day today? He's like, all right, crew, let's go. We're gonna make today a great day. And so it's so true. It's such a great metaphor because that's exactly how our brain works. It's impartial and it's only receiving what we give it, and then it just creates and reinforces what we say. It's why when we say, or when we're looking for something, we'll find it, as they say. That's what this is. It's your brain. When you program something into it, it will create it, and it will even subconsciously activate your vision around you to locate it and see things. So, all right, today's topic, knowing your worth. You guys, I am so convinced that most of the world's problems could be solved if each one of us knew our own worth. So much of strife, of animosity, of judgment, of comparison, of just the evil in our world is because we don't understand our worth, or we devalue the worth of others. But it starts with us. It starts with knowing our own worth. And I cannot tell you how important it is to understand this, because if you don't know your own value and your own worth, none of these other things will make any difference at all. And in fact, if you have negative thoughts about yourself, or if you think that you don't have any value or you're worthless, it's literally the equivalent of tying an anchor around your ankles and trying to run a race. It's just not gonna work. So I just wanna reinforce, you are so valuable. You listening to me right now, yes, you are so valuable. You have infinite worth. And I'm not talking about infinite potential. I'm not talking about what you could be. I'm talking right now, right where you are. You have so much value. And if you struggle with this, if you don't understand it, what I would encourage you to do is get into a quiet place with a journal and pray and say, God, could you tell me how much I'm worth? Could you speak to me and show me how valuable I am? And then write down whatever comes to your mind, because I believe that'll be God speaking to you. Or you might even have a religious experience. Who knows? And if you're not comfortable with that, if that's not your thing, that's no problem. What I want you to do is hear me right now. You have tremendous worth. You have tremendous value, and the world would not be the same without you. In fact, it's better because you're here. If you have a pulse, there's a reason for you being on this planet, and it makes it a better place. And guys, when you have negative thoughts that come that are contrary to these things that I'm sharing with you right now, you got to do what we talked about yesterday. Grab them, throw them away, and replace them with what I'm saying to you right now. And it's just it's an uphill battle. You got to do it. You got to do it. You got to do it until it becomes second nature and natural to you. But I'm telling you, you have to know your worth. You have to know that right now, as you sit, life might not be perfect. It's not dependent on your past either. You might have made some serious mistakes. You might have really screwed up 5 minutes ago. Doesn't matter. If you're a mess, if you screwed up, if you've done some terrible things, if terrible things have been done to you, none of it matters. Your value does not change. $100 bill, I could spit on it, I could crumble it up, I could throw it down on the ground, I could stomp on it. It's still $100. And you are infinite. You are of infinite value right now as you sit, no matter what the world has done to you. And I cannot say that enough. If you need to get a tattoo, put it on your arm to remind yourself. I'm just kidding. But I just wanted to say that. And tomorrow I'm really excited because we have a tremendously powerful topic that I think could really make the world a drastically better place. And it's called emotional self-care. We got to take care of ourselves, and success is an inside job. It starts right here, and it works all throughout our whole body, mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally. And tomorrow we're gonna work on emotional self-care. So I'm really excited. Hope you'll join me today, friend. Don't forget your worth. No matter what happens, if the day's great or if the day's terrible, you are so valuable, and the world is a better place because you're here. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.